Hey, what is up, dude? Now, if you are a coach or you're a consultant or you're a course creator or something along those lines, and you're struggling to make the income that you want to make, you may be forgiven for thinking that the only solution is to grow your audience. You just need more Instagram followers, you need more YouTube subscribers, maybe you need more people following you on X. But I'm here to tell you that how many followers you have and how many subscribers you have is, in many cases, irrelevant. And you might be thinking that's easy for me to say because you've got 20,000 plus followers on Instagram. I've got 1,000 or so subscribers here on YouTube. But I'm actually going to show you some case studies of clients. And in fact, let me just pull up my screen right now and kind of explain this to you. So when a client works with us, every single time they sign a new client up and they close a deal, they submit a form and tell us how much cash they collected and how much income they generated from that deal. And look, you can see Ben here as an example. He has generated £25,153 in the last 2 months since starting with us. You've got Mark, who's done over 12K. Lewis has done over 18K. James has done over 8K. And the list goes on and on and on. 9K here. And you can just see those numbers climbing, right? So these are all people who don't have huge followings, massive YouTube subscriber lists. They're just regular coaches who implement what I'm about to show you in this video. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how you can monetize a small audience and still make $20,000 or £20,000 per month or more inside of your coaching business. And really, this is split down into a few key elements, and the key elements make up what I call the client ecosystem. Okay, and the reason it's called the client ecosystem is because unlike traditional funnel models where you pay a certain amount of money in ad revenue or you post content and then a proportion of those eyeballs go into the top of the funnel, and then depending on how well curated your funnel is, so maybe you have a VSL, a video sales letter, maybe you have an email list, a nurture campaign, you've got all of these different points in your funnel that the lead or the prospect goes through. Depending on how well created that funnel is, you either get a client at the end of it or you don't. The ecosystem is set up in such a way that irrespective of, whether somebody buys from you immediately or not, they stay in your funnel, in your ecosystem, and they continue to be nurtured by you and your content and the value that you provide over the course of 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a year plus. Okay, so it is a far more efficient and effective way to take people from cold to red hot in the shortest time possible. So let me show you what you need to have your own client ecosystem. The first thing that you need is an attention platform. Now, I use Instagram for this, and most of my clients use Instagram. Let me just write that out properly. That's IG. So IG is where we get our eyeballs. Okay, this is our attention platform. And the reason that we do this is because you can make short form content nice and easily on a daily basis, 5 days per week, and we can run something that we call growth tax ads. Okay, so growth tax ads are a simple, get my words out, way to get new eyeballs on your page. Okay, you pay $5 to $10 a day, and we script out the ad in such a way that the SEO is targeting your ideal clients. The things that you're saying in the video, the words that you write in the copy of the ad, target your ideal clients, which give you a really low cost per qualified lead. Okay, so people come across to your profile, and then our next step from there, the next part of our client ecosystem, is just to introduce ourselves in the DMs. That's it. We don't try and sell people things. We don't try and manipulate them onto a call. We don't try and push them further into the funnel. We just say, hey name, thanks for the follow. And that's it. Now, the reason that we do that is because of two things, really. Number one is that feels different to your leads and to your prospects. They're used to being sold to in the DMs. They're used to people reaching out and trying to twist their arm, getting them to booking calls. And so it feels different, and it immediately separates you from your competition. The second reason that we do it is just by starting a conversation with a new follower, Instagram now thinks that you are friends or that you are communicating. You have an open line of communication with one another. So they are actually going to push your stories and your posts higher in the feed for that individual because you have an open line of communication with them. So this is all about awareness at this stage. The next thing that we do is we create long form content, and we do this on a weekly basis, just like this video that you're watching here. And the long form content is curated in a very specific way. It solves all of the problems and speaks to all of the pain points that your clients are looking for support with, that your ideal clients need help with. So your YouTube channel and your long form content channel is built specifically to nurture your ideal clients, okay? So you can think of long form content and your YouTube as the nurture machine. Okay, that is all we are doing it for. So the next thing that we do in this client ecosystem is we collect email addresses via a ManyChat sequence. Okay, so what I simply do is I go to my audience on a regular basis and I say, I've just created a new training. It's on XYZ. It's really going to help you with problems 1, 2, and 3. If you want it, comment this keyword. And when people comment that keyword on my post, it sends them a DM asking them to leave their email address. And I have a really simple automation, a Zapier automation set up so that when somebody puts their email address in my DMs, that gets put on a Google spreadsheet, and that Google spreadsheet automatically transfer that data onto my mailing list. So they receive my email nurture campaign, and they receive all of my daily broadcast emails as well. So what we've done is we've taken eyeballs from our short form platform, i.e. Instagram. We've collected email addresses and we've put them into our email list. Okay, so that's the next piece of the ecosystem. What we do from here then is on a regular basis, we do this every single month. So I do this, my clients do this. We run what we call micro offers. Now, micro offers are absolutely epic, and they are not to be confused with low ticket offers. Low ticket offers suck balls. The reason they suck balls is they are typically a diluted version or something that you've pulled out of your ass that you feel like you can charge a low price point for. And it is not a true reflection of you, your coaching service, and the amazing transformations that you can help your clients to achieve. We create our micro offers in a very specific way. They are built to get the first portion of a client a result, to put you and your service in the best possible light you can imagine. So showcase how good you are at what you do in the best way possible, and to make upselling a client almost effortless. Okay, so micro offers are built in a very specific way. Okay, and then all we do is we upsell, or if we've got new prospects, we sell either on Zoom or with an offer doc. Guys, and that is it. That is the client ecosystem. It is literally that simple. Now, obviously, there are tons and tons of nuance to each element of the client ecosystem. You know, what sort of short form content should you be making? What sort of long form content should you be making? How do you send daily emails? What do you write in your emails? How do you deliver your micro offers? All of these things are things that we teach in detail in Remote Pro, my program, which, by the way, if you are interested in hearing more about them, please just follow the instructions in the description below and I'll happily walk you through that. But the point is this: you don't need a huge social media following or thousands and thousands of YouTube subscribers to make 20 grand a month or more in your online coaching business. You genuinely do not. You just need this client ecosystem strategy. And you can take a really small audience like the guys that I showed you at the start of this video and make a shit ton of money. Okay, so I really want this video to serve as reassurance that if you're struggling to grow your page, if you're struggling to reach new eyeballs, that there is a strategy out there that doesn't require you to be a fitfluencer or an influencer, a mini celebrity. Okay, you can make tons and tons of cash with a small audience. So hopefully this video has been useful and you've seen this as somewhat of a bit of an insight into what is possible and how you can really weaponize your content and sign up clients on a consistent basis. I will do some future videos on the intricate elements of each part of the client ecosystem. But if you've enjoyed this, then please drop a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and I will speak to you on a future vid. Peace.